All right, it's 6 o'clock, so I think we should begin. So the Phi Theta Kappa induction ceremony is about to begin. All guests will be muted before the ceremony starts. Please show your respect for the speakers and don't unmute yourself unless invited to do so. A recording of this induction will be posted on social media following the event. Thank you and enjoy.
Hi, everyone. Welcome to the EMCC Spring 2021 induction ceremony of the Beta Beta Omicron chapter of Phi Theta Kappa. My name is Kim Campbell, and I'm one of the chapter advisors. Joining me on the call are your chapter's current officers, members, and advisors, as well as our dedicated president and college leadership. Our other co-advisor is Hope Holyoke, who just greeted everyone a moment ago. I now call this induction to order. Tonight, we congratulate you, our newest members, and welcome you into the largest honor society in higher education. Phi Theta Kappa's mission is twofold. The first task of this mission is to recognize and encourage the academic achievement of two-year college students. We continue this mission as we celebrate the dedication of each new member to his or her education. The second part of Phi Theta Kappa's mission is to provide opportunities for individual growth and development through participation in honors, leadership, service, and fellowship programming. Our current members have experienced these opportunities, and they can only be described as unmatched. They will not be found in any other organization. On behalf of the chapter and its advisors and officers, we look forward to sharing opportunities with each of you in the near future. To help welcome you into Phi Theta Kappa, I would like to introduce to you President Lisa Larson with opening remarks.
Hi, everybody. Good evening and welcome to Eastern Maine Community College's Spring Phi Theta Kappa Beta Beta Omicron Chapter Induction Ceremony. What a fun night. I'm really honored to be with you this evening for this celebration. And congratulations to all of the scholars that will be inducted into the largest honor society in American higher education. Phi Theta Kappa's Reach Rewards program recognizes and rewards Phi Theta Kappa chapters that excel in membership development. Phi Theta Kappa is pleased to announce that the Phi Theta Kappa chapter at Eastern Maine Community College has been named a 2021 Reach chapter and will receive special recognition in the form of 4 Phi Theta Kappa, excuse me, I want to get it all right, 4 Phi Theta Kappa graduation stoles that will be sent directly to your chapter's advisor.
Which we have received already, actually. So, yay. Thank you, President Larson, for your encouragement and continual support. I would like now to introduce Brian Dorr, our Vice President of Academic and Student Affairs, for remarks.
Hi, welcome everyone. I want to first congratulate all of you on the incredible academic accomplishment, as well as your dedication to your community. That is evidenced in being inducted into this chapter. It would be easy to just sort of get by, wouldn't it? It would be easy to just kind of do just enough. But all of you have demonstrated that you're doing more than just enough. And I want to start my remarks by saying what a great job, and you should give yourselves a little round of applause right now for all the hard work. So, I was asked to make a few remarks, and I promise I'll be brief, but I think that the history of Phi Theta Kappa is kind of an interesting one. And I wanted to touch on a couple of things about this society that you're coming into and becoming part of. You might or might not know, it actually began all the way back in 1910 at Stevens College in Columbia, Missouri, and it was founded with just 6 members, all women, and moved on from there and actually became it was a women's only chapter for a number of years. And so all the way through till almost the 1930s when it became coeducational. And it grew across the South, and it added a lot of really important symbols way back then that continue today. One is the pin, and some of you may have seen that pin, but it's a blue triangle, and it actually contains the 3 Greek letters, and they're surrounded by pearls. And that goes all the way back to those founding members. The chapters grew across the country, and they grew along with the development of community colleges. And so you're all here at Eastern Maine Community College, and you're launching, I think, a great path forward in your life. What really struck me when I was looking a little bit at the history was the growth of these chapters followed so closely with the growth of community colleges. In the 1960s, the United States was building 1 community college a week. Every week there was a new community college. And so this society has grown along with it. And we find today, from those really humble beginnings of just 6 members at 1 school, there are over 3.5 million members of this society today. And so that's a pretty incredible piece of history for you all to belong to. And it's also a really great challenge for you going forward, because this isn't just about academic achievement. It's also about how we give back to the community. It's how we contribute to the betterment of society. And so one of the big reasons that I wanted to be part of education, the reason that I have really spent my whole life in this arena, is that I believe that education is that key. And you have a key as another one of your symbols. And that key really does unlock the future for you, helping you to provide for yourself and to sustain a family and to help sustain society. So I want to just close my relatively brief remarks by saying, great job. Keep up this good work. You're part of something important in being part of this society. This isn't just a thing to put on your resume. This is really an accomplishment, and you should feel great about that. But there's also a responsibility. You are part of making the world a better place. And I see all of your faces on the screen, and I know that that reflects exactly who you are too. So I have lost my place in the thing here. It says give speech, and then it says, it is now my honor to introduce our 2021 All Maine Academic Honors recipients representing Eastern Maine Community College. This award recognizes outstanding academic achievement, leadership, and service. So first up, we have Joy Sherrill, who is in medical office technology. Next, we have Jennifer Hodgins. She is in human services. And then finally, we have Brittany Eberhardt, who is in medical assisting. So how about a round of applause for these amazing academic achievers here at Eastern Maine Community College. Each of you have excelled academically, and you are great representatives of EMCC.
Thank you, Dr. Dorff, for your support and dedication. And thank you to all of our leadership at Eastern Maine Community College for your commitment to Phi Theta Kappa. And I just have to say that I agree with Brian totally, that the All Maine academic team is the best of the best. And congratulations to all of you who have been chosen. Every year, our chapter works to complete a minimum of 2 service projects, one to benefit our college and one to support the community. We then write essays and are judged on a regional and international level. These essays are compared with over 600 other projects, and then we're graded on how we do. One of the projects that we did over the fall semester was a Launch and Learn event. It was an informational session for our current students entitled Strategies for Successful Online Learning. Because of the environment today, we felt that that was a real necessary topic to cover. So we wrote an essay based on that event, and it won a 2nd place for our Honors in Action project in the New England region, which we were very, very happy about. So I have to just have a shout out for our team who wrote that and then was awarded the 2nd place. So our team is small but mighty. And while we are here primarily to celebrate the achievements of our newest members, I just wanted to take a moment to share our accomplishments with you and show you the results of hard work of the cohort that you're now joining. Now, speaking of the New England region, I would now like to introduce our guest speaker for tonight, Alicia Villette. Alicia is the regional president of Phi Theta Kappa, and she's also the president of her home chapter, Pi Omicron. Alicia previously held the position of vice president of the New England region. She is a student at the Community College of Rhode Island. Alicia is an active member of her college community, serving on multiple committees and governance boards and participating in many student groups. Alicia was recognized at last year's international conference called PTK Catalyst as a Rhode Island 2019 New Century Scholar. And she attributes her involvement with Phi Theta Kappa as pivotal in her development as a leader. Alicia loves meeting with other Phi Theta Kappa members, and she's always willing to discuss the incredible benefits that PTK membership affords. Alicia?
Thank you, Kim, for that warm introduction. And thank you to the Beta Beta Omicron chapter for inviting me to be with you tonight. I was here with you in the fall for your fall induction, and I had a great time, and I'm very honored to be back here again. So thank you again for having me. As Kim said, I am the New England Regional President, which means that I serve all 53 chapters located throughout the 6 New England states. One of the great honors that comes with my position, and one of the things I look forward to the most, is getting to speak with new members at induction ceremonies, just like this one. I love learning the inductees' stories, where they've come from, the achievements and commitment to academic excellence that have brought them into our honor society, and what paths they plan on pursuing after graduation. As someone who has been a PTK member for a few years now, and has interacted with many Phi Theta Kappans at various stages of their membership journeys, I've made a few observations that I wish I had realized when I was first inducted. So tonight, I'd like to share those lessons with you, our newest PTK members. First, there is a commonality between all Phi Theta Kappans, a trait that members from across the society possess, and it's not what you may think it is. I am not referring to intelligence or skill, aptitude, or anything like that. No, what I am referring to, this characteristic that all PTK members have in common, is persistence. And I know without a shadow of a doubt that each and every one of our new members getting inducted tonight has that trait. Think about it. You've excelled in your classes here at EMCC while juggling all sorts of other responsibilities like working, caring for family members, and serving your community. College is hard enough, but in the midst of a global pandemic, you've persevered through remote learning, piloted innovative educational techniques and methodologies alongside your instructors, and you've had to find new ways to connect with your course material, your professors, and with each other. Persistence is that drive that compels you to keep on pushing through whatever obstacles life may throw your way. It fuels your resolve to, say, perform exceptionally in your classes during a time of chaos and uncertainty. So whether or not you recognize that inner grit inside of you, it is there. I strongly believe that persistence, not perfection, is the ideal that members of this honor society should strive for. Something that I have seen time and time again from members, including myself, I'm by no means exempt from this, is the pursuit of absolute perfection in all aspects of life, but especially when it comes to their academic careers. Now, I'm not saying that you shouldn't set lofty goals for yourself and vigorously pursue them. Clearly, if you're getting inducted tonight, then you have committed yourself to scholastic excellence, which is commendable. However, the trap, the mental loop that so many members get stuck in is one of, I did not meet my personal standards of getting perfect marks on every assignment and exam. Therefore, I am a failure. That thought process can be absolutely detrimental, can wreck your confidence and feelings of adequacy and self-efficacy, and can even sabotage how well you perform on future tasks. And then that toxic cycle continues. Far too many Phi Theta Kappans and high-achieving students in general say that they think they suffer from imposter syndrome and that they don't deserve any of the success that they've attained. It's heartbreaking. This is a subject that I could go on and on about, but I won't stay on my soapbox too long tonight. I will, however, ask you for a favor. Don't conflate excellence with perfection or perfection with self-worth. Have high standards for yourself. Pursue your ambitions wholeheartedly and hold yourself accountable for the outcomes of your actions. But don't forget to forgive yourself for your mistakes and offer yourself the same compassion and understanding that you would offer a friend. Perfection leaves little room for growth. Persistence, however, involves dusting yourself off, evaluating where you misstepped and what you could have done differently, and then applying those lessons to subsequent pursuits. Finally, on the subject of growth, growth can be uncomfortable, and remaining stagnant is far easier. One of the biggest lessons I've learned during my time as a member of Phi Theta Kappa, and one that I am most grateful for, is the importance of having a growth mindset. The sum of your ability and potential is not immutable. You can break long ingrained habits, develop new skills, and alter your plans. For me, Phi Theta Kappa has been a vessel for me to push myself beyond the bounds of what I ever thought was capable of. And my participation in PTK, both at the chapter level and beyond, forced me to step out of my comfort zone and challenge the preconceived notions I had about myself and what I can do. This, speaking before you this evening, does not come naturally to me. A lot of the things I do through PTK are difficult for me, and that is why it has been so beneficial. Be unafraid of being wrong. Put yourself out there and take a leap of faith. Growth is uncomfortable, but it is worth it. Congratulations on your spectacular achievements, and welcome to Phi Theta Kappa. There are so many benefits available to you, so many that we don't have time to cover them now, but I recently ran a presentation titled PTK 101 at our regional convention, and I'll send that information to your chapter advisors. I'll also put my email address in the chat. Please feel free to contact me anytime with any questions you may have. And if you're looking to dive in straight away, there is currently a vacancy on our regional officer team. Congratulations again. And without further ado, Kim, please take it away.
You're not muted. I mean, you're muted, Kim.
There we go. Much better. Can you hear me now? Honored guests and Phi Theta Kappa members, I'm pleased to present to you these candidates for membership in our Honor Society. These students have fulfilled all requirements of membership and have been selected because they have chosen scholarship, leadership, service, and fellowship as their hallmarks. I recommend them for acceptance into Beta Beta Omicron chapter of Phi Theta Kappa. New members, you're about to be inducted into a scholarly fellowship which embraces community colleges not only of your own state, but of the nation and the world. This fellowship is Phi Theta Kappa, and your chapter is Beta Beta Omicron. After induction, you will find among members an atmosphere of scholarship to which you must give of yourself in order that the organization may be meaningful to you. Oh.
Hold on. I would like to introduce our Phi Theta Kappa chapter president, Jennifer Hodgins. This fall, Jennifer will transfer to Husson University, where she will pursue a Bachelor of Science degree in psychology, and she plans to minor in biology. She hopes to participate in volunteer psychological research at the University of Maine as an undergraduate, and then transfer there for her doctorate in clinical and/or research psychology. Jennifer is considering becoming a licensed clinical professional counselor if immediate transfer to UMaine is not an option. Ultimately, Jennifer aspires to teach at the college or university level, engage in research projects, and practice clinically. Jennifer?
On the screen, you can see a torch, symbolic of knowledge, which is the servant of wisdom, which dwells with prudence and leads in the way of righteousness in the midst of the paths of judgment. You can see You can now see the white rose typifying purity and beauty of life, with its white buds signifying intellectual associations. We offer you this rose as a symbol of our newly formed intellectual friendships. This is the emblem of Phi Theta Kappa. It consists of a gold slab keyed at the top and bottom. The golden field, like the escutcheon of our coat of arms, refers to the golden opportunities that abound on every hand for society folk to evidence their culture and perform good works. Since gold is the most noble of metals, it shall have a further significance to our society, for it shall represent that nobility attained by those who achieve intellectual leadership. Across the slab, you will observe a black band. It represents the three ideals which band us together, and the cultural self-control, which is necessary foundation of true wisdom, aspiration, and purity. Shining through the black enamel background are the three Greek letters, which are initials of those three mystic Greek works, meaning wisdom, aspiration, and purity. Behind the band is a wreath, on the one side composed of oak leaves and on the other laurel. The oak leaves stands for stability and strength of character, as symbolized by the sturdy oak. The graceful, curling leaves of the laurel signify achievement and success, all attributes for membership in our society. Above the band is the representation of the head of Athena, the goddess of learning. In the base appears the mystic Greek letters meaning light, the light of knowledge and learning, the common ideal for members of Phi Theta Kappa. This badge stands as a symbol for the high idealism of our organization and membership in our select group.
Due to current events, we ask inductees to send a brief bio and picture when they RSVP to this virtual induction. While we're so disappointed we cannot see you in person, we still wanted to honor you in this way. Families and friends, hold your applause until all inductees' names have been called, at which time then you can unmute and cheer and celebrate their success. Brian?
Thank you, Kim. As Vice President of Academic and Student Affairs, it's my honor to introduce those inductees and share some information. Together, let's join in celebration of their accomplishments. I will also state that there are a couple of names for which there are not slides, but I will have, they are here in order. So just so you are aware. First up, Cassandra Billings, Business Management Transfer Option. Jenna Boucher, Nursing. Mackenzie Casburn, Early Childhood Education. Natasha Clement, Digital Graphic Design. Jill Coombs, Medical Assisting Technology. Nicholas Cox, Refrigeration, Air Conditioning, and Heating. Cameron Coyle, Culinary Arts. Corey Deshane, Electrical and Automation Technology. Hannah Drinkwater, Fine Woodworking and Cabinet Making. Amy Gagnon, Human Services. Sean Govan, Medical Assisting Technology. Amy Georgia, Digital Graphic Design. Michaela Grinnell, Liberal Studies. Melissa Hunnenberger, Liberal Studies. Piper Hardison, Liberal Studies. Julian Howland, my apologies, Nursing. Holly Hutchinson, Liberal Studies. Megan Ireland, Liberal Studies. Olivia Kelly, Medical Office Technology Coding Option. Tram An Lee, Liberal Studies. Tyler Lehman, Nursing. Caitlin Leonardos, Liberal Studies. Tara Mason, Education for Career and Technical Educators. Samantha Morin, Liberal Studies. Michaela Moulton, Liberal Studies. Autumn Mowry, Liberal Studies. Mariah Nutter, Human Services. Ashley Page, Nursing. Rebecca Peters, Criminal Justice. Amy Kirian, Human Services. Brianna Reed, Liberal Studies. Autumn Troutner, Liberal Studies. Savannah Waite, Medical Radiography. Kathy Ryder, Human Services. Micah Ward, Business Management Transfer Option. Caitlin Warren, Liberal Studies. Danielle Wong Acorn, Human Services and Substance Abuse Rehabilitation. Sabrina Wood, Medical Radiography. And Alexandra Zaro, Liberal Studies. Let's all have a great big applause. You can unmute and cheer. Woo-hoo!
Congratulations.
Hi.
Great job.
Well done.
Congratulations, everybody.
Okay, so I believe, Alicia, I'm turning it back to you.
Thank you. Inductees, please unmute, raise your right hand, and repeat after me. I state your name.
I, Danielle Wong Acorn.
I'm Kayla Moulton.
Hi, Kathy Ryder.
Hi, Tyler
Hi,
Lehman.
Susan Goggin.
Julie
Hi.
Holland.
Hi, Amy Aquarian.
Do solemnly promise on the 17th day of March
Solemnly
Do
promise
solemnly
on
promise on
the
the
17th
17th day of March
March.
to uphold the standards of Phi Theta Kappa
To
uphold the standards of Phi Theta
Phi Theta
Kappa
Kappa,
and to keep this object and aim in mind.
and to
And
keep
and to keep
the
this
object
object and aim in mind.
And I do solemnly pledge allegiance to my fellow members.
And I do
I do
solemnly
solemnly
pledge
pledge allegiance
allegiance
to my
to
fellow
my fellow
members.
and promise to aid them in all worthy endeavors.
and
And
promise
promise to aid them
them
in all
all
worthy endeavors.
Object and aim in mind.
Good job. That was it. So inductees, it is my pleasure to welcome you into the Phi Theta Kappa Honor Society and the lively fellowship of scholars it affords. I congratulate you for your accomplishments. I encourage you to explore all ways for truth and to dedicate yourself to the cultivation of a well-reasoned life, a prelude to service and honor. President Larson?
All right, inductees, what a wonderful event. Congratulations. This celebration recognizes your academic achievements and sets you on your way to grow as scholars. You represent the very best that EMCC has to offer, and we are honored to help you continue to grow, equipping you to make a difference through your scholarship, your leadership, your fellowship, and your service. We need you as leaders to make a difference, to change the world with your brilliance, and to bring others along at every opportunity. Tonight begins your journey to learn, to lead, to grow, and to give. Abraham Lincoln said, always bear in mind that your own resolution to success is more important than any other one thing. Lean into that which challenges you or scares you and take in every opportunity to do and learn and give back unconditionally. This is what Phi Theta Kappa stands for and is recognized in each of you. So to each of you, congratulations again. I'm so proud of you and proud to have you represent Eastern Maine Community College. And I wish you the very best as you move through this journey. Thank you.
All right, well, thank you again, family, friends, faculty, and staff for being here tonight and supporting these students. Celebrate the accomplishments of these amazing individuals. They've earned it. You are welcome to join us for a social time for all who wish to stay on the call and chat. Thank you and have a wonderful night. This concludes our ceremony.